Hi, Nandana. Thank you, Nandana. I hope I will reach your expectations. I know it is an evening. Please ask your friends to join so that everyone will enjoy the session today. I know most of you are excited to learn and to step into this Android journey. Who knows, your friends might also be excited to join. Just remind your friends that session has started and please join fast. Okay, let's begin. A very good evening, everyone. Good evening. You can unmute or you can keep a message in the chat.
Good evening.
Good evening, Vinita. Thank you for your message. Okay, I assume you might have said to yourself and to me without unmuting or in chat. Okay, I'll accept it. So, welcome to the Android Study Jam session series. In these sessions, we are going to learn the required basics to get familiar with the Android development. This includes basics of Android, basics of Kotlin, working with Android Studio, and many more. And let me tell you, in this study jam, we will be developing our Android app using Kotlin programming language. Do not worry if you are new to Kotlin, because we will be starting our journey from the scratch. So you can learn Kotlin from basics. So we have divided our Android study jams into 2 sessions, and today is our first session of Android. So this session is basically for the people with little to no programming experience. Yes, you heard it right. You no need any programming experience to attend these sessions. As I have said before, we will be starting from the scratch. We start at the beginning and you learn how to build simple Android apps in Kotlin. So are you all ready to get started? Can I get a reply? Are you all ready?
Yes, sister.
Good. So let's get started. Let's kickstart our journey with Android. Before getting into the details, first let us know the learning objectives, like what we will be getting through this session. The first and most important thing is we will be going through the Android and the basics, and it will also include the versions, understood, the footsteps of Android. Then you will be learning the basics of Kotlin. So we don't come across Kotlin in these sessions, these will give you an essence of what Kotlin is, and it will be helpful for the session too. And the next thing is the most awaited thing. We will be building our first Android application. And then at the end, we will also talk about the resources on how you can continue learning and building apps beyond this event. And also some perks you get with the completion of the course that we will see in the end. Okay. So today, this is our agenda. We will be going through the introduction, and then we'll be learning some basics of Kotlin programming language, then a small break with a game, and then introduction to the Android Studio. We will be understanding the workspace and how to build apps, where to write code, and etc. And we'll be building a basic layout and then celebrate our contributions. So before going into that, I would like to know, did anyone have any experience with the Android development, or all are new to this field? Who would like to share your thoughts? You're open to unmute and talk, or you can simply keep it in the chat. Is everyone new to the field, or anyone has prior experience with the Android development? It's okay if you are new. As I said before, we will be starting from the scratch. I'm just curious, is there anyone who knew Android development before? New to it. Okay, Ramya, no worries. You'll be learning from the scratch. Anyone? No worries, Kalyani. Okay, I guess everyone is new to it. Then I won't make you people wait more. Let's get into it. As you have seen here, Android is an mobile operating system that you all know very well. But you need to know the definition well. If anyone asks you what is an Android, you should be able to tell what an Android is. So let me tell you. Android is a mobile operating system based on a modified version of the Linux kernel. It is built using the Linux kernel as a backend and other open source software, designed primarily for touchscreen mobile devices such as smartphones and tablets that we use every day. So the development of this operating system is taken care by the Google. Google's Android has come a long way from being on the verge of shutting down to becoming one of the Google's biggest projects. If you see the history of the Android, Google has bought the Android and it started developing. At the beginning, they thought Android will not make any profit, or it will not show any part to them. But as time passes, Android has become one of the most famous operating systems. If you believe it or not, around 2.5 billion devices in the world use Android as their operating system. So you can see it has taken a rapid growth from the past few years. Okay. Okay, next move to the next slide. I hope you can see some pictures stating cupcake, donut, eclairs, gingerbread, honeycomb, ice cream sandwich. I'm not sure if this exists as a food item, but I don't know. Can anyone tell me what are these? Any idea? You can give a random guess. No issue with that. Can you give a try? What all are these? Did you ever heard these names before? Yes, Vinita, you are right. These are all the versions in the Android development. Since Android is also a software, it has updations to various versions at every step, just like other softwares. But the interesting factor here is Google has named every version with different dessert names or sweet names, as you can see here. This information is to be known, like which versions are currently in use and which versions are currently in the backdrop. You should know this because we will be encountering them when we start doing a project in the Android Studio. So let me tell you, this cupcake, it is of version 1.5. This donut is 1.6. Eclairs is 2.0. Froyo 2.2. Gingerbread 2.3. Honeycomb 3. Ice cream sandwiches version 4. Jelly bean is named with the version 4.1 to 4.3. Kit Kat with 4.4. Lollipop with 5. Marshmallow with 6. Nougat with 7. Oreo with 8. And Pi is an Android version of 9. And from here, you will have 10, 11, and 12. 12 is the latest version. I'm not sure if every device is using it or not, but it is a new release. Okay, so we have learned what is Android and the basic definition, and also we have seen different versions in the Android app. Now, let's get into the basics of Kotlin. Okay. Kotlin programming language. So some of you may be new to this language, like you may not have heard this language before, or some might have just listened to this name. Anyway, I will tell you what it is. Kotlin is a modern statically typed programming language used by over 60% of the professional Android developers, which is helpful for boosting productivity, developer satisfaction, and code safety as well. This Kotlin overcomes the functionality of Java because of its features. Mainly, you can see it is compatible, which means Kotlin is fully supported in Android Studio. All new releases of Android Studio will support for creating new projects with Kotlin files. So using Kotlin is compatible for any kind of versions, and it is compatible for any Android app development. And it is secure because it follows OOP principles, and it is multi-platform, can run over different platforms. It is quick performance, reliable, and because of its expressive design, Android developers prefer Kotlin more. Kotlin is inherently lightweight, clean, and far less verbose, especially in terms of writing callbacks, data classes, getters, and setters. About this all, we will be studying in the session 2. Just learn the features. And if you wanted to know the real-time examples, the everyday apps we use like Google, Netflix, Zomato, Airbnb, Pinterest, and many more are all these examples of Android applications which are developed using Kotlin programming language. Okay. Now, let's get into the basics. Like generally, a programming language will be having the functions, variables to write the code. So let's get started. So basically in Kotlin, every code is written inside a method. Like just we have a main method in C or in Java, Kotlin also constitutes of the main method. Every piece of code in Kotlin is represented in the form of function. And here the main function is the important method to get our program compiled. As you can see here, fun. This is a keyword or a word in Kotlin programming language. Fun stands for function, and it is a section of a program that performs a specific task. Main is the name of the main method. This function is the important function to run your program. Every Kotlin program needs a function named main. Without this main function, the program will not execute. Okay, I'll show you the demo. Can you see the Kotlin playground here? This is the Kotlin playground offered by the Android platform. You can compile your Kotlin programs in this compiler. I hope you can see it. Am I right? Can anyone tell me? Can you see this Kotlin playground?
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. See here, you can see the run button. If you click it, the program will get executed. Oh, 1 minute. Here you can see it has printed hello world. Just like in other programming languages, we use println, which is a inbuilt method which will print any text written in between the double quotes. Okay, try to remove this main. I will give another name to this main method. See, I have wrote Android. Now let's see whether it will compile or not. You can see an error, no main method found in the project. So it means that main method is the important method in Kotlin programming language to get your code executed. Okay. We can also create our inbuilt functions in the Kotlin. Let's see, tell you an example. Let's say sum of two numbers. This the prototype is simple. I mean, the syntax is simple, just like we'll declare a function with the fun keyword, the name of the function, and the code is written in between the curly braces. Let's see. Or else, let's say, for example, I'm just demonstrating the inbuilt function. Let's say, let's print 7. And to get this method executed, we have to call the method name. You can see 7 has printed since we have called this method name here. Okay, I hope you understand how Kotlin we can create functions and inbuilt functions in Kotlin. Now let's learn about how we declare variables. Okay. See, you can see the basic a program which will show you how to declare the variables. In the main method, we will use a value word, and num represents the name of the variable and value is assigned to it. To print this variable, we will be using this syntax $sign and the variable name enclosed within the curly braces. Okay, then you write like this in the double quotes. This will print the value in the number. we have two kinds of representation. One is val. It's a variable. If a variable is declared using val, then okay. If a variable is declared using val, we cannot change the value in the next statements in the code. The first assigned value will be the permanent. If we want to change the value of the variable in next coming code, we need to change this val to var, var. Then we were able to change the value of the variable in the coming code. I will show you the demonstration of it as well. Okay, so let me create a variable. Unmuted, please mute yourself. Value, let's say. Let's say, okay, let's say age 20. As I've said, value or declaring a variable with the value will not change the value if we write it in the another line. Let's try to do that and see what happens. I am trying to assign age with 21 and try to print it. Okay. So age. Let's see what happens. See, it said val cannot be reassigned. As I've said before, if a variable is declared using the val keyword, then it can't be reassigned. Now let's say I have declared it using var. Then to see the change, you can see first I have assigned age with 20 and it printed 20. Again, I have changed age to 21. I have reassigned with another value and again I printed, the value got changed. So if we want to alter the values in the coming code line, then you can declare the variable using var. Other than that, if you don't want any overriding or any reassignment, then you can keep it val. Okay. You can also write this as int. This will also give you the same result and this will also give you the same result. There is no change. Based on the value we assign, this variable will take the data type. Okay. Now, since we have learned functions, variables, now let's get into the loop. You know, basically in every programming language, we have the common loop, for loop, while loop, and do while loop. And here there is another interesting loop, repeat. Okay. You can see in for loop, the syntax is I. I represents an item and 1, this represents 1 to 5. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until 5. I represents every item in this vector. Suppose 1 to 5 is a vector, then I represents each item in the vector. And when you print it, each individual item will get printed. In the same way, while. To perform while loop, first we have to declare a variable, which is same as in other programming languages. Let's say I have declared a variable x is equals to 1, and while x is less than 5, I have printed, and we can do increment. These syntaxes are same as we have learned in the other sessions, other languages. Coming to repeat, repeat is almost similar. Just what we have to do is this repeat keyword and the value which we have given, this will represent how many times to print this, to execute this loop. Suppose if we have given repeat of 10, then it will execute the entire code within the block for 10 times. If it is 20, it will repeat for 20. This will be useful if we have to perform, if we have to write the same type of code for a more number of times, then we can use the repeat statement. Okay. Is everyone clear? Just don't get tense with these basics. You can also learn basics in the Kotlin course that we will be providing in the end. Just this introduction is to get to know the essence of Kotlin programming language, to make you feel ease that Kotlin is not a hard language and you can learn it like how you have learned C, Java, etc. Okay, is everyone clear with that? Can we proceed?
Yes.
Okay, I think you might be exhausted. Are you exhausted? Want to play a game? Yes. Okay. Okay, let's play a game. After that, we will get to know about the Android Studio and we'll dive deep into the session. Okay. Before that, all of you please search for the Kahoot and open the website which will ask you to enter the PIN. You can see the link in the chat box. Use that link to open Kahoot. And I forgot to tell you one more thing. Basically, in your systems, you don't need to install any Kotlin programming software just like we do Java. We don't need any extensions to be installed. Android Studio will dynamically help you to work with Kotlin without any installation. And for your information, the Kotlin the Kotlin files will be basically stored in the form of .kt or .kts extensions in the system, just like how our Java files store with .java and C files with .c. In the same way, Kotlin files will be stored with the extension .kts. Okay. Okay, I hope you are ready with your of 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. Can you see the screen? Can you see the pin of the game? Yes, Kalyani. Four 138 710 is the game pin. You can just enter this game pin and join the game. Okay. Please join fast. There are around 25 participants in the meeting. It's fun. Just don't get worried. Just for fun. Let's play it. Since you have heard what we have discussed about before, it's simply about that. Just have fun playing it. Only 16 participants. I think there are more than these. Let's join. 4138710 is the game pin. Is anyone facing any problem with joining the game? Please tell us if you have any issue with that. Okay, shall we start the game? Is everyone ready? Yes. Okay. Get ready. Okay, still someone is running. Okay, let's start the game. First question, Android is options, a web browser, a web server, an operating system, none of the above. Android is a web browser, a web server, an operating system, none of the above. Last 2 seconds. Here, your speed matters the most, okay? So the correct answer is an operating system. Android is an operating system. Let's see how many of you gave correct answer. Wow, Ramya is on the lead. Next, 007 and then Sanjana. Okay, let's go to the next question. Android applications are developed using which of the following language or languages? Java, Python, Kotlin, Java or Kotlin. You need to select only one option. 15 seconds. 2, 1. Okay, the correct answer is Java or Kotlin. You can build Android applications with both Java and Kotlin, but here we are trying to build with using Kotlin. Okay. Ramya, okay, 007 is on the lead. Next, move to next question. How can you declare a variable in Kotlin? I have explained you how we can declare a variable. Just see the syntax and keep the correct option. Oh, only 10 answers. Just recall, you can do it. Last 10 seconds. Okay, the answer is value and the variable name. And then we can write the data type, or else we can also write data type. Both is valid. Someone 78 is on the list. Let's go to the next question. Okay, it's a true or false question. Kotlin works only to support Java language. Is it true or false? So the answer is false. Kotlin will not work only to support Java language. It alone works to build Android applications. Okay. So 78 is on the lead. Next question. What is the extension of Kotlin files? Wow, I think you have remembered it very well. It's .kt or .ktf. That's right. Oh, Vidya has a streak, but okay, next go to the next question. I guess it is the last question. It's again a true or false question. Changing the name of main method does not impact the compilation of the program in Kotlin. Take whether it is true or false. Good. False. Because if we change the main method, we have seen that it gave an error. So keeping the main method is important. Removing it will give you an impact. Okay, third position goes to 007. Second goes to Ramya. And the first position goes to congratulations 007 Ramya. And I guess the first position is for Ramya and the second position is for 007. And the third position is for the runner-up. I guess it's Vidya. Please ignore this 78 because it's me. I have played it this. Okay. Please ignore it. The first prize goes to Ramya and the second winner is 007. And I guess the third, I did not see it. And I guess third winner is Vidya. Congratulations, guys. And congratulations, every participant. You did well. At least you have remembered some questions that we have discussed it previously. Congratulations. Okay, let's get back. Any gifts? I don't think our lead will provide you with gifts for this Kahoot game, but I can assure you if you complete the Android course, you will definitely get some peaks. Okay, I guess I have answered the question. Yes, you will get certificates if you have completed Android course successfully. We will be discussing about it at the end of the session. So now let's move on. Okay, Android Studio. Android Studio, how many of you know about Android Studio? Like there exists an IDE which is helpful for developing Android apps. How many of you know? Okay, I suppose most of you know. Android Studio is an official integrated development environment, which we call it as IDE, built on JetBrains with the help of IntelliJ and designed specially for Android development. It provides a unified environment where you can build different apps like apps like Android phone, for tablets, Android Wear, Android TVs, watches, etc. For every of these devices, we can build Android apps using this Android Studio. The latest version of Android Studio in use in the current market is Bumblebee. Do not get started with the words. Google usually keep these words. Just we have seen like versions. The latest version of Android Studio is Bumblebee. So why do we prefer Android Studio? It's because it provides a structured code module, allow you to divide your projects into units for easy functionality, and also you can independently build, test, and debug your code. You can analyze how your program and how your code or how your project is running. So just hang on, you will see the magic of Android Studio. Okay. You need to know what are the components available in the Android Studio before entering into that. Okay. See, you can see a screenshot here which will show you the workspace of Android Studio. This leftmost part, we call it as project, where you can see all the inbuilt files, all the created files of your project available here. And this middle part, we call it as editing workspace, where you will be writing your codes or seeing and verifying your design, code snippets, etc. And the right side part, we call it as updates, what's new, which will be helpful for knowing the updations and also any assistance required. Okay, this is the workspace. We will go through it when we open the Android Studio. And before that, you should know what is an Android emulator, because Android emulator is something you can use to emulate various Android devices on your computer. This emulator allows you to run your app, and it provides almost all capabilities that a real Android device would have. For example, some of you might have iOS devices, Apple iPhones, or you might not have Android devices. So how can you test your app, whether it is working or not? Then you can simply use this virtual device, which is provided by the Android Studio. You can open this virtual device and it will provide the same features as how a physical device will provide. Okay, it is an independent application to set up a virtual device, and it is created using Android Virtual Device Manager, AVD Manager, which we will encounter it in the tools box. Okay, we'll see it when we go to the Android Studio. I will show you how a emulator can be created, but in most of the cases, emulator is avoided because it takes a lot of disk space. So it is not recommended for every system. If you have Android physical device, it is better to use your Android physical device to test your app, whether it is working or not. Okay. So since we have seen the virtual device, we should know how to run it using the real physical device. So these are the steps to run your built app to check if the app is running in your mobile device or not. The first and most important thing is we have to enable the USB debugging in the developer options. But to get developer options, you have to follow these steps. I will show you it in my screen. Let me share my mobile screen. Just a minute. I hope you can see my mobile screen.
Oh, yes, we can see it.
Yes, okay. Here, go to settings. Go to about phone. This is Samsung Galaxy J4, so you can follow my instructions, or you can simply search for build number in your phone. You can see build number here. Tap it for 7 times. So you can see a pop-up saying developer mode has been enabled. Let's see where it has enabled. If you go back to the settings, at the bottom, you can see developer options, right? First, let me know, is anyone following the instructions? I mean, anyone is ready with the Android Studio in your systems to work along with me? It's okay, even if you're not ready with Android Studio, you can just attend the session. We will be uploading this recording and you can practice it later. So just follow my instructions. You can see the developer options here. Click on the developer option, then scroll down. You can see USB debugging. You will get a pop-up, allow it. USB debugging is on, which means when you connect it to your laptop and when you run the project, application project, then it will get installed in your system and you will be able to analyze whether it is working properly or not. Okay. If you do not find it in about phone, just search for build number, tap it for 7 times, then developer options will be enabled. In developer options, you can use USB debugging. Okay. I guess everyone has followed. Now let's build our first Android app, the most awaited task. But before that, we should know what all are the components that we will go through before developing an Android app. Am I right? So let's know about the user interface. Here comes the user interface, the part to which user interacts the most when you operate an app. It is an interacting element in your application. It consists of text, images, buttons, and many more. To create UI for your Android app, the layout editor is required. Okay, layout editor is a tool which helps you to build your UI. Next, let's learn about the basic terminologies that we are going to use in our today's application development. Those are views and constraint layout. Views. Almost everything you see on the screen of your application is a view. It can be text view, image view, or button view. Views can be interactive, like clickable button or an editable input field or the text or images. We will work on 2 kinds of views today. One is text view and the other one is this image view. Text view is to display the text and image view is to display the image. Okay, so this views just don't float on the screen. Like objects floating on the water. No, it wouldn't be like that. To organize views, we put them in a container, which we called it as view group. We have a class which we call it as view group. And constraint layout. The term constraint layout is a class which extends view group. It is a kind of view group which helps you to arrange the view inside it in a flexible way. You will be able to arrange all these views with a certain dimensions with the screen, and all these will be helped by constraint layout. Okay. So we have seen the basic terminologies and what we are going through. Now, let's get started. So who all are following with me, please open your Android Studio. If you open your Android Studio, you will find something like this. Android Studio and the version. Is anyone following with me? I just wanted to know so that I can wait until they did it. Okay, Vidya, you are following. Okay. Just note me once you have opened your Android Studio. Just give a thumbs up, or you can keep a yes. Once you have opened Android Studio, you will get a window like this. Okay. Don't worry, Android Studio will take some time to boot and it will open. When you open this window, click on Start a new Android Studio project. Android Studio has inbuilt layouts for different apps. Like you can see basic layout, bottom navigation activity, empty activity. This will we will use mostly empty activity to give our own options. You can also see various templates to use here. Okay, but now we will be selecting empty activity. Click next. Here we have to give name to our project and also a package name. This will be automatically assigned by the name we give to our application project. We have to give location. Let me give a name to our app. Okay. Let's say my app. See, when you have typed your name, the package name has got updated automatically. And location. By default, Android Studio will be creating a folder called Android Studio project in your C drive, but you can also set your drive location. I would like to set like I have created a folder. Okay, I will be giving it an Android app. Okay, is everyone following me? Just give me any reactions like you are following or a S. Okay, you can see a warning here. Project location should not contain white spaces. You can set it default actually. Okay, can we proceed? Yes. Okay. Language, set your language to Kotlin. Here you can see Android Studio provides two languages. One is Kotlin and another one is Java. You may get a doubt like, can't we create Android apps using other languages like Python or something? Yes, we can create, but not in Android Studio. You have separate apps to create Android applications using Python, like QPython, PySite, PyMob, Kiwi. But Kotlin is the recommended language by Google, and Android Studio is supporting Kotlin. So now we are using Android Studio. Select the language Kotlin and minimum SDK. This is important because the application we are going to develop should be compatible with most of the devices that are being used now. I'm setting an API 19 Android 4.4 version. You can see the message here, your app will run on approximately 99.4% of devices. So there is no issue for setting Android 4 version. Okay, you can go with next versions as well, but you must see that your application is compatible with most of the versions. Okay, make sure you did not check this box. Okay, don't check this box. If you are ready, shall we proceed? Just when you are done with filling all these, just click finish. Then your project will be built. You can see the project is getting loaded. Just wait until the project gets executed completely. Like it will be installing all the necessary packages on all the necessary files. Just wait until all your files are taken into activity. Okay? See here, you can see Gradle build. Let it complete. Until then, don't do any action. Once it is completed, you will get a message. Until then, we have to wait because we should not interrupt the installation process because those files are helpful to make our project successful. So let them get downloaded first. So Vidya, Yashashwini, I installed, but Vinita, did you, after installing, did you just open the Android Studio and did further installation? Like what I have kept in the group, did you do that? Okay, you did it. Oh, so you are not getting just like how I got start project. Am I right? Yes, Android Studio takes some time, but it's okay. It will come with you. Vinita, did you? 1 minute. Vinita, do you find anything like install SDK tool? But then install it. We can wait, just install it. But it is not installing. Just 1 minute. Others, did you get your project downloaded? Okay, Vinita, if you don't mind, will you wait after the session? We will look into your problem. Just follow the session. You can also practice it after completing the session. We will uploading the recorded video. Okay. Is it okay with you? Okay, thank you, Vinita. Just follow the instructions. It is very simple. We will be just going to the basics. Okay. So others, did you get your project downloaded, Vidya and SSWini? You can see activity main.xml here, right at the here, activity main.xml. This file contains the description of your screen layout. This is the design view, this white screen, and this represents the blueprint view. Here, as I've said before, this is the project. Left side one is the project workspace. The middle one is the editing workspace. Here in the activity main.xml, you can see palette, which will contain all the views like command, text view, button view, widget. You can simply add these views to get whatever view we wanted to get. Okay. And this is the component tree, which will show you the views. Whatever the views we have used here, this will be shown here. The component tree will give you a hierarchical structure of what all are the views we have used in our application. Okay. Here, are you able to see 3 buttons like code, split, and design? Currently, we are in design, which will show you design view and blueprint view. If we click split, it will show you split view of both code as well as the design. And code will simply show you the code. This code is exactly what you have seen here. This entire layout will, this code will resemble this layout. You can see here constraint layout. As I have said before, it is a kind of view group which helps you arrange the views inside it. This is the constraint layout which ends here, and this is the text view, which is a view which is enclosed in between the constraint layout. Okay. But I have, if you remember, I have said that there is a magic in Android Studio. Yes, did you remember? I said there is a magic. Did you remember? Okay, I'll show you the magic. Since you can see, to just write this hello world program, we have written a text view and the layout with text. We can also add colors. That's another constraint. But we have wrote this much code. But in Android Studio, there is a special thing. We can build the views even without writing the code. That I will show you. But before that, let's just run this application. Like, let's just see how you will get an app in your phone when connected. Okay. if you have a USB cable with you, just connect your phone with your system. You can see your app working only if you have enabled your developer options USB debugging. Here you can see Samsung J4 has connected in devices. Here you can see how the device has connected. My device, Samsung, has been connected to this. Okay, did everyone connect your Android device to your system? You can see the device connected only if you have enabled the USB debugging, that is in the developer options. Okay. Next to this device, you can see a green button. I'm not sure if it will zoom, but you can see a green button here which will prompt you run app. Okay, so when you run this, the installation process will begin and an app will be displayed in your screen. Okay, let's click it. Let's run the app. I have clicked run. You can see Gradle build running here. For 1 minute. Just give me a minute. Just 1 minute. I think my screen is getting shared, right? Thank you. Thank you, Sushma. Okay, 1 minute.
Yes, sister.
Yes. Okay. Okay, let's build another app. Sorry for the inconvenience. There is something wrong with my Android Studio. To build another app, just click on File, New Project. Then you will get something like to select the activity. Then click Empty Activity. So now the application we are going to develop is a happy birthday card, app. So let's say the name Happy Birthday. all the locations and everything will be set. Okay, language I have set it to Kotlin. Let's get started. In this, we will be working with the image view. Okay, we will be displaying an image in your app. Ramya, meanwhile, can you join to this session through your phone also, so that you can screen share your phone and show the app to all others?
Okay, sister.
Thank you, Ramya.
Recording in progress.
Well, can you see the other project, Happy Birthday? I did not see here. Okay. As I've seen, just simply dragging will give you a text view. Okay. Now, since we have to add the text to this, let's say common attributes. We can click on text view 1. This will give you the common attributes. Here you can add the name like happy birthday. Let's say GDSC, happy birthday GDSC. You can also add text color here as well. If you type the color, then you can get it. Otherwise, if you click here, you can select the colors. Let's say I've selected pink. Okay. This will get updated automatically. Here you can set the text size. I would like to set it to 30, or you can even set it to 36, whatever you want. This is the common attribute, first text view, then go to the second text view. When you select the component tree with the second text view and click on the layout first, let's set the layout. And then attributes, now we will be giving a name, happy birthday from your name. You can type your name. My name is Uma, so I'm typing my name. You can set the color here. And you can also set the size. You can even set the font family as well here. Okay. I would like to go with serif. You can set whatever font family you are familiar with. Okay. Or you like it. So now we have set names. Let's see how this comes in the app. Okay. I have run my app. Gradle is building. Let's just wait for a moment. Getting installed. Okay, I got it. You can see a message install successfully finished. Let me show you in my screen. I'll show it in my screen. You all can see my screen, right? See, I got what we have written, happy birthday GDSC from Uma. And this is the app name, the project name that we have used. I hope you can see it. Did you get this as well? Whoever are following with me, did you get this? Yes, okay, great. Now let's add a picture to it. Okay, this is just text view. Like whatever we see on the screen that comes under text view, we have added text. Now we will be adding an image. Okay. Now it's time to add image. For that, here you have resource manager. First of all, download an image which will be suitable to keep. I have downloaded an image previously. You can download your favorite image. I have downloaded this. Now we will be adding this image to the project. Okay. Go to the resource manager. Here you can see in the left in the project workspace, you can see the resource manager. I'm unable to zoom it. I don't know why, but can you see this below the project resource manager? There at the top, you can see a plus symbol, right? Add resources to the module. Click on this and click import. Import drawable. Drawable is a list which includes all your images and icons for the app. Okay, click on this import drawable. Then you will get a file explorer like window. There you have to select the image where you have given. I have it in GDSC birthday.jpg. Basically, images will be given either in the JPG or PNG format. Okay, here I have already brought it to the drawable, so I'm not selecting it, but you can check where that image has downloaded and you can set that. Just click on that image and click OK. Then it will get added to your drawable list. Okay, here you can see this image has got added. Is everyone following? I'll tell you again. In the left side, you have resource manager. Then click on plus. Here you have import drawable. Click on that. You will get a file explorer like thing. Then click choose where your image has downloaded and click on that. You will get something like this. Just click OK. Just click next and finish. Your image will get uploaded here in the drawable list. Okay. Since your image has got here, now we have to add the image. Let's go to the palette and click common here. You will find image view. Did you find image view here? Just drag it. Drag and drop here. Then you will get a file explorer. Here you will have all the icons. Just click on the icon that you just click on the image that you want to display. You will get the name and its reference type, etc. Just click on OK. Then the image will get displayed here. Just adjust it. You can adjust it using this, or you can even adjust it using the attributes here. You can set it layout. You can simply set it to get entire screen. By dragging this circle option, you can see a circle here. Just drag it. This will let your image spread all over the screen, and it will give you the exact constraint. You don't need to do it separately. Just ensure every constraint is 0. You can see here in the layout, every constraint is 0. Just make sure it is 0 so that your image will be set perfectly. Okay. Since my image is a light background one, you cannot find any problem here. But if your image is a colored one, then you can see first we have placed the text, after that we have placed the image. Then this text will be invisible because this image will get over it. To avoid that, we just need to change the order of views. If we keep image view first, then the image will go to the bottom, then the text will be displayed over the top. Okay, just change the order of these views. It will solve the problem. So now your application is ready. Happy birthday GDSC with your from name and also image. Now let's run this app. Gradle is building. Just wait 1 more minute. You'll get your first Android app built. Yes, installation successful. I'll show you how it is in my device. You can see I got the text as well as the image. Happy birthday GDSC from Uma, and you also got the image that we have displayed. Did everyone get like this? Or any issues with that? Did everyone get it? No issues. Okay, that's great. It is really appreciable if you get it in the first go, because you have said in prayer that you are new to this Android development and you followed my instructions correctly. That's really nice of you and it's really appreciable. So let's celebrate. We have built our first Android app. My text is at the top. You have to, Vidya, you have to set it at the bottom. Let me show you. See, I have dragged this text view here to the bottom. You have to drag it to the bottom in the design. Then you will get it at the bottom. And also set the constraint layout here. Click the, in component tree, click the text which you have to set the constraint. It is at the bottom in design, but in app you are getting at the top. Oh, you are, Vidya, you are using emulator, right? Did you set this layout? Okay, I will answer all your doubts. Just wait a minute. Let me complete my explanation. Okay, I'll answer your doubts. So I hope you have enjoyed building your first Android app. So I have taken you through some glitches. Just thank you for bearing with me. So we have successfully built our first Android application. Let's just celebrate. You can share what you have learned using the hashtags Android Study Jams and GDSC SVECW. Before that, if you have any interest in continuing your learning with the Android application development, you can start with this course provided by the Android, which is taught by the Google Android Development Professional. You can complete this course to get a basic knowledge of how to develop different Android applications using Kotlin. Don't worry, we will be teaching you this again in the next session as well. But you can go through this. Let me keep this link in the chat box. You can access it. I'll share it in the group as well. You can access the Android course link in the chat. It will show something like this. Android Basics in Kotlin. We will have different units. Unit 1 about Kotlin basics, layout, navigation, and it will cover all of the basic topics which we need to learn to become an Android developer, basic level Android developer. It will contain different pathways which will take you through the course in a slow phase. You can complete each pathway. Here you can see introduction to Kotlin is one pathway, create your first Android app. For every for successful completion of pathway, you will get a badge. You will get a badge. You can see it in the view profile. And I have told you that you will be getting peaks, like perks. So what those perks are? On successful completion of those courses, you can just send the screenshots of your earned badges. We will verify your badges. We will track how much course you have completed, and we will be providing you the successful completion of the Android certification. You will be getting Google certification on completion of Android course. So if you are interested, you can complete the course and keep the screenshots of your earned badges to us. We will provide you with the certificate. Okay. Before that, to provide you with certificate, you must be enrolled in our community. So this is our GDSC SVECW community link. You have to join us. After that, if you complete the course, you can earn badges and you can earn the certificate. Okay. We will be waiting and we are excited how many of you will be able to complete the course successfully. I will not tell you that you will become a pro in Android development, but you will be able to build basic level applications. You can, if you know the basics, you can learn and go further as well. So through this course, you will be able to do that. Okay. Stay tuned for session 2. Okay. We will be learning more than what we have learned in the first session. Just stay tuned for the session 2. Thank you for joining and thank you for your understanding, everyone.